Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well. And it's been almost 5 months since I filmed a video for you guys. The one that I uploaded last week was filmed way back when I was still pregnant with my baby, and now it's been 4 months since I've had him. And I have to say, it's been absolutely crazy busy. And I mean, I'm enjoying my motherhood a lot, and also the challenges that come with that. You know, the breastfeeding, the night feedings, all of it. But I'm so happy and glad that I'm back to filming videos for you guys. I've missed you guys so much. I've missed filming, I've missed editing, and I can't wait to get back into filming really good content for you guys. So let me know in the comments down below how you all have been doing and what videos you want to see from me next. So today's video is going to be a tutorial / get ready with me on the makeup look that I'm wearing right now. I posted a picture on my community tab wearing this makeup look, and few of you requested that I film this for you guys. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Today is Diwali as I'm filming this, so I thought this could be like a get ready with me, and at the same time I could show you guys how I've been doing my base makeup these days. Now that I don't have as much time, this is like a really quick and very easy makeup look that you can totally rock for this festival season. So let's get started. First, I'm going to start with the base makeup. I've already moisturized my skin, and I used my trusted CeraVe daily moisturizer. And on top, I'm going to apply some sunscreen. This is the Murad Environmental Shield Essential C-Day Moisturizer. This one I got during the Ulta 21 Day Sale of Beauty. Even with the 50% off, this is still an expensive sunscreen, but I wanted to try it out because I've heard really good things about this brand sunscreen. But I don't know if it's worth the money yet. Like, the texture-wise, it's amazing. It's completely undetectable. It doesn't give you a white cast. But the drawback is that this is not a physical sunscreen. It's a chemical sunscreen. So I don't know if it's worth, the price tag, given it's a chemical sunscreen. These days, I'm into that, youthful glow makeup look. Obviously, for that, I'm going to reach for my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Filter. This hands down is the best investment that I ever made, especially when it comes to makeup. I think I'm pretty much running out of this. So I'm going to mainly concentrate this on the high points of my face. And then using my fingers, I'm just going to blend it out. And as I'm blending it out, I'm not going to move around the product like all over my face. I'm simply going to dab and press and try to keep it in the, in this area, the high points of my face. Then I'm going to conceal my skin first before going in with foundation. For that, I'm using my Too Faced multi-use sculpting concealer in the shade Sand. And I'm going to mainly focus this in the inner corners where, people usually tend to have darkness. So for me, it's here. A little bit here, and obviously in the outer corners. This is a trick I've learned from YouTuber Robert Welsh. He's a professional makeup artist. I will leave his channel link down below in the description box. He's more of a practical person, how you are supposed to do your makeup for it to look more practical and natural for day to day, as opposed to, YouTube makeup. Like, if you apply a lot of makeup, it looks really nice with all this lighting. But in real life, it definitely is not practical. So, and I totally agree with that. And ever since I've seen him do this is the trick I've been doing it, and it's been working out great for me. So, and then I'm just going to take a brush. This way I can concentrate the product wherever I have darkness. And I get a little bit more coverage as opposed to a sponge. And then whatever is left, I'm also going to take that onto my eyelids. And with this concealer, a little bit goes a long way. So you don't really have to use much, and it gives you damn good coverage. And you would also notice that this way it's very quick to blend out, and being a new mom, this trick really helps me to do my makeup very quickly and be out the door. And this way it's very easy to maintain throughout the day. If I see any creases, I just use my fingers to dab it in, and again, it looks perfect. And I'm going to take the same concealer and do some spot concealing, especially in this area. I have some breakouts going on. And this makeup look is all about using the right amount of makeup, not more, not less. And again, I'm going to take the same makeup brush and spot conceal. Again, I'm going to try to keep the product on top of the blemish rather than moving it around, so I get the maximum coverage where I actually need it. You can already see that with a little bit of brightening underneath the eyes and the spot concealing, my skin already looks a lot put together. But I'm going to go to that extra mile and add a little bit of foundation, but only in the areas where I need it. For me right now, when I look at my skin, you can see that I see a little bit of discoloration here. So I'm going to add a little bit of foundation here and on my forehead. And I'm going to try to avoid using foundation around my cheeks because I already got all the coverage that I need. And by doing this, I'm trying to avoid layering products as much as I can, because that way it looks very less cakey and it looks as natural as possible. And trust me, this is way quicker. Right now, I'm explaining things as I'm doing it, so it's taking me time. But otherwise, if you follow these makeup tricks, it will save you a lot of time. So I'm just gonna add this in the areas where I need it. At this point, you can take a sponge to blend out the foundation or a brush. But right now, I don't know where my foundation brushes are. So I'm just going to use the same brush that I used for my concealer. I'm going to start blend out the foundation. And I'm going to drag the foundation in this area too, just to add a little bit more coverage there. I'm going to be taking a lot of pictures, so I'm going to do a little bit of contouring slash bronzing up with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. I'm going to add some dimension to my face because, you know, person it looks okay, but when taking pictures, since it's just two-dimensional, I feel like the more dimensions you add to your face with makeup, the better it's going to look in pictures, at least in my opinion. So I'm going to add some definition to my cheeks. And I still have some pregnancy fat left, especially around my jawline. So I'm gonna sculpt that out. While I'm here, I'm gonna take an eye brush and apply the bronzer in my crease area, just to add some definition to my eyes. I'm going to apply the bronzer on my lower lash line too. I'm not going to do anything crazy for my lower lash line. That's just how I've been liking my eye makeups these days. So I'm going to keep it really simple with just the bronzer there. And then for eyeshadows, I'm going to take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. First, I'm going to take the shade Love Letter. And on a fluffy crease brush, I'm going to apply this all over my eyelids. And then I'm gonna take the shade Vernier and just using my index finger, I'm gonna dab this on the centers of my eyelids just to add that pop of color. And then I'm going to take a pencil brush and use the dark brown shade, which is Cypress Umber. And I'm going to line my upper lash line just to add some definition there. And now I'm going to apply some mascara and I'll be done with the eyes. It's very simple. And I'm not even going to apply any mascara to my lower lash line. That's just the look I'm going for. Now, moving on to my favorite part, I'm going to apply some blush. This is the Honest Beauty blush in the shade Coral Peach. This has been my go-to blush, and the formula of this is amazing. I highly recommend you try out this blush. A few months back, I uploaded a video reviewing 5 different cream blushes. They're almost all of them are drugstore except this one. I feel like this, even though is not drugstore, it's more on the inexpensive side. So I highly recommend you guys check that out if you're looking for good cream blushes. But this hands down is my favorite among all of them. So I'm going to take like a dry sponge, not dampened. That's just how I prefer to apply my cream blushes. And I'm going to apply this all over my cheeks, starting from the apples, and I'm going to drag that into my hairline. And I'm going to mix the bronzer and the blush here, so everything looks very blended in and seamless. I'm also going to take that onto my nose, just to get that nice sun-kissed look. We just have one more step for the base makeup and then we're done. We're just going to move on to brows and lips. The final step that I've been doing these days is going in with the powder foundation. These days I have been using the Pure 4-in-1 Pressed Mineral Makeup. This is in the shade Light Tan. So I'm going to apply this in the cheek area because I didn't use any foundation. I could use a little bit more coverage there. And I'm also going to dial down the shininess that I have here. And at the same time, I'm gonna set my concealer. And I'm also going to use this foundation to blend out the edges of the blush and bronzer, so there are no harsh lines. Now I'm gonna add some brows. This is like the most important step. It makes a lot of difference. So I'm taking my Anastasia brow. This is in the shade dark brown, and I'm just going to fill in the sparse areas. And when I get to the front of the brows, I'm just going to use a very light hand and then just draw upward strokes like this. And then I'm going to take my Benefit Brow Setter and lock my brows in place. So the lipstick I'm going to be using today is the Kylie Cosmetics Velvet Liquid Lipstick in the shade Surprise Me. This matches my blouse that I wore with the sari. So that's why I chose this color. And to create my bindi, I'm gonna take a bobby pin and use the head of it and get some liquid lipstick on there. And very carefully, I'm gonna draw a bindi. Yes. So that completes the makeup. I know with this shirt, right now I'm looking really crazy, but I'm gonna go put on my sari and add some jewelry and show you guys the final look. So I'll be right back. So that's the finished look. I added some jewelry and draped my sari off camera. This sari I actually borrowed from my cousin because now that I'm breastfeeding, none of my blouses fit me and I have nothing to wear. So that's why I had to borrow. And if you've done breastfeeding or if you're someone who's currently doing breastfeeding, you know what I mean. Like, our breasts are like balloons. They go up and then down. They're like blown up balloons and then again deflated balloons, if you know what I mean. Oh my god. I feel like breastfeeding is the hardest part of it all. In my opinion, labor was the easiest part because even though it was painful, it was quick and I was done in like 12 to 14 hours. But boy, this breastfeeding is a journey. So that completes this video. I hope it inspires you in some way to do your makeup for this festival season. If you liked this video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up. I could really use some motivation right now. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye!